What is the universe? It's a simple question, but the answer is truly magnificent and almost too vast to comprehend fully. Think of everything you know, everything you can see and touch. Your home, your town, the entire planet Earth, and even the sun that warms your face are all just tiny parts of it. The universe is the grand total of everything that exists. It includes all of space, all of time, and all the matter and energy within it. It's a place of unimaginable scale, filled with shimmering stars, spinning worlds, and sprawling cities of stars we call galaxies. It is the ultimate stage upon which the story of existence unfolds. When we look up at the night sky, we are not just seeing a collection of pretty lights, we are peering back in time. The light from the nearest stars takes years to reach our eyes, while light from distant galaxies has traveled for millions, sometimes billions of years across the void. So when you gaze at the cosmos, you are looking at the past. You are seeing stars as they were long ago. The universe is not a static picture, but a dynamic, evolving place. It had a beginning, which scientists call the Big Bang, and it has been expanding and changing ever since, for nearly 14 billion years. This vast cosmic ocean is mostly empty space, a near-perfect vacuum that stretches in all directions. Yet, within this emptiness, there are islands of incredible activity and creation. These are where matter has gathered together under the influence of gravity to form the structures we can observe. From the smallest particles of dust to the most enormous clusters of galaxies, everything is connected by fundamental laws of nature. These laws govern how things move, how they interact, and how they change over time, creating the beautiful and complex patterns we see throughout the cosmos. Understanding our place in the universe begins with appreciating this incredible context. We live on a small, rocky planet, orbiting an average star in a quiet corner of one galaxy among billions. This perspective can feel humbling, making our everyday concerns seem small, but it is also deeply inspiring. It means we are part of something immense and ancient. We are a way for the universe to know itself. Our curiosity and our desire to explore are what drive us to look up and ask the biggest questions of all. Where did we come from, and are we alone? Let's explore the basic components of our universe, starting with the most familiar celestial objects. Stars. A star is a gigantic glowing ball of hot gas, mostly hydrogen and helium. At its core, the pressure and temperature are so immense that atoms are fused together in a process called nuclear fusion. This reaction releases a tremendous amount of energy, which we see as light and feel as heat. Our very own sun is a star, and it is the source of all life on Earth. Every single star you see in the night sky is a distant sun, some much smaller and cooler than ours, others vastly larger and brighter. Orbiting many of these stars are planets. A planet is a large object that circles a star but is not a star itself. It doesn't produce its own light. Instead, planets shine by reflecting the light of their parent star. Our solar system has 8 planets, including our home, Earth. They come in different types. Some are rocky and small like Mars, while others are enormous gas giants like Jupiter. For centuries, we only knew of the planets in our own neighborhood. But now, thanks to powerful telescopes, we have discovered thousands of other planets orbiting distant stars. These are called exoplanets, and their discovery suggests that planets are incredibly common throughout the universe. When you gather billions of stars, along with their planets, dust and gas, all held together by gravity, you get a galaxy. Our home galaxy is called the Milky Way. On a clear night, away from city lights, you can see its faint, cloudy band stretching across the sky. It's a spiral galaxy, a beautiful swirling disk of about 200 billion stars, and our sun is just one of them. Looking out into the cosmos, we see that galaxies are the fundamental structures of the universe. They come in many shapes and sizes, from elegant spirals like our own to massive, round, elliptical galaxies and smaller, irregular ones. It's a staggering thought, but astronomers estimate there are as many as 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. Each one is an island universe, a self-contained city of stars, potentially with its own planets and perhaps its own forms of life. When you look at a famous image like the Hubble Deep Field, almost every single speck of light in the picture is not a star, but an entire galaxy, each containing billions upon billions of stars. It's a profound reminder of the sheer scale of what's out there, waiting to be discovered and understood. Trying to grasp the size of the universe is one of the greatest challenges for the human mind. Our everyday units of measurement, like meters and kilometers, are simply too small to be useful. Instead, astronomers use a unit called a light year. A light year is not a measure of time, but a measure of distance. It is the distance that light, the fastest thing in the universe, travels in 1 year. This is a colossal distance, about 9.5 trillion kilometers. The nearest star to our sun, Proxima Centauri, is over 4 light years away. That means the light we see from it tonight left that star more than 4 years ago. The galaxy we live in, the Milky Way, is about 100,000 light years across. Even if you could travel at the speed of light, it would take you 100,000 years to go from one side to the other. And our galaxy is just one of countless others. The nearest major galaxy to us, Andromeda, is 2.5 million light years away. The observable universe, the part we can see from Earth, stretches out in all directions for about 46.5 billion light years. Thinking about these numbers is dizzying, but it highlights the incredible emptiness of space and the vast distances that separate celestial objects. So, how do we explore such a vast expanse? Our primary tools are telescopes. A telescope is like a giant eye that can collect more light than our own eyes can, allowing us to see objects that are incredibly faint and far away. We build them on high mountaintops, far from the blurring effects of city lights and the atmosphere. For an even clearer view, we send telescopes into space. The Hubble Space Telescope and the James Webb Space Telescope are two famous examples. Orbiting above the Earth, they can capture stunningly detailed images of distant galaxies, nebulae where new stars are born, and the atmospheres of planets beyond our solar system. For closer targets within our own solar system, we send robotic explorers called space probes. These incredible machines have flown past every planet, landed on Mars, and even journeyed into interstellar space. The Voyager 1 probe, launched in 1977, is now the most distant human-made object, having traveled billions of kilometers from home. It continues to send back data from the very edge of the sun's influence. These missions, guided by human ingenuity from so far away, are our physical emissaries to the cosmos, touching worlds we can only dream of visiting ourselves. The universe is full of mind-bending facts that challenge our perception of reality. For instance, did you know that the matter we can see, the stars, planets, and galaxies, makes up less than 5% of the entire universe? The rest is composed of mysterious substances that we cannot see directly. About 27% is something called dark matter, an invisible material whose gravity holds galaxies together. The remaining 68% is even stranger, a force called dark energy, which is causing the expansion of the universe to accelerate. We live in a cosmos dominated by things we are only just beginning to understand. Another amazing fact is that the elements that make up our bodies, the iron in our blood and the calcium in our bones, were forged inside ancient stars. When massive stars reach the end of their lives, they explode in brilliant events called supernova. These explosions scatter heavy elements across the galaxy, which then become the raw materials for new stars, new planets, and eventually life. As the great astronomer Carl Sagan famously said, "We are made of star stuff." We have a direct physical connection to the life and death of the stars. So why is it important for us to learn about the universe? On a practical level, the quest to explore space drives technological innovation. Things we use every day like GPS, medical imaging, and wireless communication all have roots in technologies developed for astronomy and space exploration. The challenges of building rockets and telescopes push the boundaries of science and engineering, leading to discoveries that benefit everyone on Earth. It is a powerful engine for progress, inspiring new generations of scientists, engineers, and thinkers to solve difficult problems with creativity and determination. But perhaps the most important reason is more profound. Learning about the universe connects us to something larger than ourselves. It gives us a sense of perspective, wonder, and humility. It encourages us to ask big questions and to appreciate the beauty and complexity of the world around us. Gazing at the stars reminds us that we are all passengers on this one small planet, traveling together through an immense and magnificent cosmos. It inspires art, music, and philosophy, and it unites us in a shared sense of awe at the grand spectacle of existence. The universe is the ultimate source of inspiration.